A couple weeks ago, I put out a video that seemed to pit natural materials versus synthetic materials. I showed you the difference in them and how they're just completely different. So in this video, I thought, well, let's just bring natural materials together with synthetic materials into this like cohesive bond. I don't know. So in this tying tips video, we're going to bring together natural materials with synthetic materials. And this is just really, really good stuff. I just got back from the Salbug Roundup show in Mountain Home, Arkansas, and I'm telling you guys, I met so many of you at that show. It was super, super cool. So thanks for watching, and thanks for coming up and saying hi. And look at this bucktail I got. The video doesn't do it justice. There's a lot going on in there. Got a few from them. Yeah, links in the description of the video. So when you start to bring natural materials together with synthetic materials, the first thing that most people think of is, oh yeah, you can put flash over it and call it good. But my mind goes deeper. So you guys know, I don't know why, but I'm not a big proponent of outward flash that's just flashy for flash's sake and for no other reason. I'm not a big fan of that. When you start to bring natural material together with synthetic material and you blend it, what it ends up doing is creating a different effect versus just having flash in it. So when you add flash to bucktail, it gives this translucent effect that all baitfish have, or most baitfish. I'm sure most baitfish. They're not just a single color through and through. Never, never, ever. They have some flashy qualities to them. They have some different colors in there. And mixing flash of some sort with bucktail, it just works so well. So for this first fly I'm going to show you, we mix bucktail with ripple ice fiber and actually mix it in there with it mixed in together. This is a no-brainer. This is great. I love it. So for this double deceiver, you can already tell I've got most of the rear hook tied. Starting off with the Montana Fly Company splatter painted slopping. And then we've got some polar chenille and the under portion of the head. So I have some ripple ice fiber and obviously bucktail. I'm going to pull some bucktail off the middle portion of the tail, something like that, and my ripple ice fiber. To mix the bucktail and the ripple ice fiber, I'm going to do the same thing I do whenever I mix two different colors of bucktail. I'm going to start spinning it in my fingers, just like that. For every spin, brush it out a little bit. So you can see the flash inside. It's all mixed together. Super cool. And then reverse this. And whip finish. I only have 280 in white, so hence the Sharpie on this one. So look at that subtle flash in there. Just good stuff. Right? Right? One of the things that makes this work so well together is the fact that both of them have kind of the same qualities. I know that sounds so weird, but Bucktail is hollow, so when you break that rigidity of the outside circle of the Bucktail, it tends to want to do cool things. And Ripple Ice Fiber does the same thing. Kind of. When you take a simple strand of Ripple Ice Fiber and you fold it, like give it a good fold and pinch, you see that part right there? It has a little bit of memory to it. It's not something that's just going to be like boop, boop, and bounce back. Boop, boop. I had a lens that just died, so if you saw some weird focusy stuff, I apologize. But Bucktail and Ripple Ice Fiber tend to act a lot alike. It's really kind of crazy. It's not every day that you see two completely exact opposite materials that kind of have some of the same qualities, and I think they play really, really well together. When I was sitting down kind of writing notes for this video, I was like, I need two materials that are super, super close together, but drastically different. There's no other way to explain it other than Niat and squimpish fibers. When I think of these two, I don't think of them as like exactly interchangeable, but man, it's close. Squimpish fibers are probably my favorite all-around synthetic, just like long synthetic material that, you know, you have to kind of do something with. I love this stuff. And when I started working with Niat, it was like this world of two extreme differences just came together, and the angels sang. So I was getting ready for a redfish trip in Louisiana about a year ago. It fell through. It was heartbreaking. Yeah. But I was tying big clousers, and I don't think I'll tie clousers the old way ever again. I'm just gonna show you. You can kind of tell with Niat, you have the ends and what we just cut off the hide. So what you have to do is actually pull these apart and stack them to where you don't have that harsh cut. Better. So now we're gonna mix in some squimpish fibers. So I've got everything right here, and we're gonna do the same thing we did with the squimpish fibers. We're just gonna take these, pull them apart, stack them back on top of each other. The easiest way to mix this stuff. Something like that. So we actually want this pretty long. Just trust me. Just trust me. And the same thing for the top. Also, squimpish fibers are really, really long. Just break it. And you end up with this super easy big clouser. This is just a simple baitfish profile. There's nothing to this. This will catch fish anywhere in the world. Guaranteed. But we get the fill from the natural material and the highlights and lowlights from the synthetic. This is best of both worlds. I absolutely love that clouser. And when it's wet, it just shows all that good stuff. So when it's wet, it has that translucent effect. Oh, oh, so good. So for this last demo, I kind of feel like we're gonna cram a bunch into one little fly. So ice wing fiber is you've heard people talk about Angelina fibers and stuff like that. Same thing. Same thing as Angelina fibers. So yeah. So ice wing fiber is this really tiny fibered flash material that I'm battling. That comes in tons of different colorways, mixes and stuff like that. Ice wing fiber is really, really good stuff, and it's so easy to mix with pretty much anything. But I thought, let's make a woolly bugger, but let's do it with a twist. So we're gonna mix Angelina fibers with marabou for the tail, and then we're gonna do a complex twist with polar chenille and schlappen. And yeah, this is the easiest, coolest woolly bugger-ish type thing you're gonna see in the next 5 minutes. So this bugger is gonna show you 2 different techniques that are both really, really good. So we're gonna start off with the tail. And we got marabou, of course. But we also have UV white ice wing fiber as well that we're gonna mix in with the tail. So I've got blood quills here. And so what I'm gonna do is take half of what I think I want, like that. So we've got this. Now we're going for the other half of the tail that we're gonna wrap around this. Just like so. Then just like everything, we brush this out. So you get that inside flash mixed in there. So for the rest of the whole body, we're gonna do a complex twist. And this came from like the guys at Fly Fish Food. I think they're the ones that came up with it. I never saw it before they did it. So yeah, polar chenille and schlappen. And this is a great use for like schlappen that you don't want to use for a tail. You know, that's just not a good schlappen tail. And then tie in our polar chenille. So now we've got our schlappen and our polar chenille tied in on the same spot. Now a dubbing loop spinner with gator claws makes this so easy. This is just the loon dubbing spinner. We're grabbing both of them together at the same time. And we're gonna spin it. After a few spins, brush it out a little real well. Spin it some more. You see what we're doing here? So good. Now just palm this up the hook. And whip finish. And you've got like a great woolly bugger popsicle type of thing with tons of internal flash. So you steelhead guys, do I have your attention? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Come on, this will catch anything in the world. So the coolest part about all this that we did in this video is that we're not even scratching the surface of what you can do with natural fibers mixed with synthetic fibers. We're not even getting close. Just right off the top of my head, I can think of a lot more. and we may have to do this video again. But if you tie with bucktail a lot, or if you tie with marabou a lot, everybody ties with marabou a lot. I feel like this is one of those little things that can take your flies to the next level. You know, if you're just kind of looking at that thing of what can I do to take these, to elevate these flies just a little bit more, I kind of feel like this is one thing you can do, and it's so easy. So easy. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the natural with synthetic material video. Now we're going to do the giveaway for this video. The random comment generator picked Burnell Pinkerton. And I'm telling you, I hope that's your real name. And if it is, high five. That's the greatest name ever. Burnell Pinkerton, send me your address on Instagram, email, whatever you need to do. I'll get a package out to you. For your chance to win something in this video, like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, and also channel members get that many more entries into every giveaway. So yeah, look in the description of the video to figure out how to become a channel member.